Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, 22 children have been removed from the controversial Yahweh Church in St. James today, following allegations of child abuse and child marriages.
The multi-agency operation has sparked fresh concerns over why the cult-like facility is still in operation.
But as Kalisha Williams reports, the Office of the Children's Advocate says due process has to be followed.
Problems in paradise? Security forces swooping down on the Baif Yahweh in Paradise District, St. James, Wednesday morning. 40 people, including 22 children, were removed from the facility. Children's advocate Diane Gordon Harrison explained why.
So this morning really was about doing the necessaries to have the inquiries made and thereafter to determine what happened. There were some children who were processed, having been taken from the compound and placed before the court so that the court could make an inquiry, and we will determine the next steps after that process goes through.
This is the same facility that was raided in 2019 following reports of child abuse and child marriages. As for Wednesday's operations, we were told the concerns are similar to 2019.
But I want to stress that these are allegations at this stage, and so there are no findings or firm positions. It's really just that, of course, if that kind of report comes to the fore, there is an obligation on the stakeholders to make the relevant checks. And so that was what this morning was about.
However, the operation conducted under the watchful eyes of residents only reignited concerns about whether the authorities have been monitoring the facility and why it is still in operation. And even more intriguing, the church is in the same community where now deceased controversial pastor Kevin Smith had his cult-like church.
I'm always wondering what are they afraid of stepping in, because when they step into Pastor Smith, he was just supposed to go next door and check what is going on over there as well, and you need to talk to them and tell them to come and make regular checks, because after today it's going to happen again.
While residents have no proof of the events happening at the church, we were told the followers have always acted strangely.
I've been living here maybe for 2 years now, and now and then I'll see like the older men walking with the girls, maybe 12, 13 years old, and they just walk and they look down, they don't say hi or anything.
Meanwhile, Mrs. Gordon Harrison explained that the authorities can only move when they have intelligence.
Because people have certain fundamental rights, people have certain decisions that they take in terms of parental responsibility on how they rear their children. So unless you have a basis upon which to shut down, so to speak, or to separate families, that's not something that's done very lightly at all. And so the responsible thing is that in the face of allegations, and what you have to remember is that the persons on the compound are saying that these allegations are not in fact true.
Kalisha Williams, TVJ News.
And the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA, says the children removed from the church are being accommodated at a safe location and will be provided the necessary intervention soon. They are between 1 and 17 years old. Acting CEO of the agency, Michelle McIntosh Harvey, says the children were in need of care and protection as stipulated under Section 8 of the Child Care and Protection Act, CCPA. She also implored all citizens to report known or suspected cases of abuse to 211 or via WhatsApp at 876-878-2882.